Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we're putting in a yard drain, French drain, hooking up some downspout drains, also hooking up a channel drain. A pretty involved project, but not that hard to do. The DIY, you could definitely do this and save yourself a whole bunch of money. Let me show you what we're doing. So you can kind of see right away, we've got a channel drain that comes out from the lanai. We've got a downspout, and that's got the super gutter on it. That's got a lot of water that comes down. In fact, almost 2/3 of this house comes down on this gutter. And because they've concreted the edge, it floods. And it floods back up, onto the pool, to the concrete, and then over into the pool. It also has been encroaching on the house. So we need to get a catch basin underneath of this channel drain, hook the downspout up, and what I'm doing is basically just exploring to see what we've got down here. I found an old irrigation line right here. Well, that's a root. There's an old irrigation line right there, and we just explore to see what we have to dig through. We found the irrigation line here. It's running right where I'm walking. Another old one there. Comes around, pick up a downspout, pick up another downspout. Something that's a little bit hard for the do-it-yourselfer is they've got concrete from a new sidewalk, and this is all the overpour. They just dumped it out here. Pretty normal for concrete guys to do that. So we'll probably have to chip that away, get that hooked up. We explored here to find the irrigation. We're gonna have a line that comes down through here, some catch basins, and you can see the easy flow we'll use for the French drain because water's been flooding right up into the door here, going into the house. A lot of lines to deal with. What we need to do is explore right here on this side to find the control lines, maybe pull this cap off and see how deep it is, and then we'll go all the way out with solid pipe out here to the swell. So again, a really straightforward job, just a lot of little things before you can start trenching. So some more exploration. This is a sprinkler control box, the irrigation control line, and there's wires that come out of the garage that, for each zone, and that's what this is, coming out and going underground. We need to locate that, and you can see how shallow the cable is, but we need to locate two lines right there. The wires. That's what we're looking for. So we're cutting sod off. This is just something that you do, nice straight line. Set the sod off to the side, nice and neat, 1 foot sections or so, and we can put all that back. Lay out your plastic, set your dirt on it, easy to put back, and it looks real good when you're done. You can stick with me right here. So you can see we're getting started here. Should only take a couple hours. Once we get things located, that's where it's really important. That's why we spend a lot of time, and you should too, a lot of time to locate things before you start digging.
Remember, when you're digging this yourself, it's really important to remember two basic things: collection and discharge. So you're going to collect the water, and where are you going to send it? So we spent, probably a good 30-40 minutes to locate all those utilities, all the sprinkler systems and things like that. Now it's time to remember, maintain the fall as you start to dig this line. This backyard's actually quite low as compared to coming up to the front. It drops off into a swale, but it is extremely low back here. So we're going quite deep to get this to run downhill. It's something that you guys can do also. You just have to dig a little deeper. So again, back to collection and discharge. Remember, you're going to collect that water, the downspouts, the catch basins. Now you need to discharge, so you need to maintain that fall to where it goes.
So we're moving right along here. We've got almost all the way out here to the swell. They're going to need to come down here a little deeper into the swell because that's quite a deep line down through there.
So I'm kind of repeating myself, but it's important. Once you've found your utilities, then you can go ahead and cut the sod. Leave that irrigation line exposed so you can see it as you dig, the rest of your trench. You'll always know where it is. You won't break it. Okay, once you've found all those utilities, now you can go ahead and start taking the sod off. Really simple. Set the sod on one side, lay out your plastic, set the dirt on the other side. Take your time with that sod. It's really important. You'll be able to lay the sod back, butt it tight together, and you'll have a very clean looking finished product of your install. Cutting sod is probably the second hardest thing to do by yourself. But remember, if you explore those utilities, you'll be able to knock this out in no time.
So kind of review again real quick. This is the discharge, and you can see I'm standing in a swell, and the swell goes down almost 3 feet. So we'll come out a little bit further beyond this, those electric lines, maybe out down into here. That'll have good gravity discharge. Got the sod off. Just the last little bit of digging right here. They're finishing it up. Matt's laying the pipe, and we're looking really good. Looking really good. This will solve that problem. Oh, and by the way, the gate's open right now, but this was, can you solve this, and what's behind the gate? This is the job. So Bubba's digging this section out right here. It's looking really good. We just had to go a little deeper right here. Now we've got really good fall coming from the catch basin. When you start with a catch basin at the beginning of your line, that line is going to be deeper than you think. And so we had to come back and just kind of redig a little bit through here to get this at the right level. Otherwise, what would happen is the downspout, remember, this is picking up so much water from the roof, bringing it down and running through this catch basin. If that line runs uphill, that water from the downspout is just going to come right back up through that catch basin. So we don't want that. We want to make sure we have good fall running all the way through. Gravity systems, you must maintain fall with a gravity system.
Okay, we've got the back installed, and we're just coming around the side here. I'm going to go a little deeper here. We want to make sure that we have the good gravity fall that's needed for this system to work properly. This is a great project for the do-it-yourselfer. Once you locate all the utilities, as you saw in the beginning of the video, explore, find everything that's underground there that you can't see. Granted, they located the cable and things like that out front, but you have other utilities in your yard. Be careful, take the time to expose them, and you'll be able to trench this out in just a few hours.
Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.